Open your book to page 371. This lesson is on graphing lines. So when you have an equation and you want to graph, one of the methods is making a table. So let's go to the bottom of page 371. You have the equation y equal to x plus 1. So what you want to do, you want to make a table for x and the y. So what you do is, you want to just pick value. You can pick any numbers. So if you let x equal to 0, then you got 0 plus 1, y will equal to 1. Now, if you pick 2, again, you can pick any numbers. So pick some easy numbers. So if x equal to 2, then y will equal to 3. So this would be like your coordinates for your point. And if you let x equal to 5, this would be a 6. And if you let equal to -3, so -3 plus 1 will give you -2. So just pick some points. You need to have a minimum of 2 points. But you want to be safe. If you want to be safe, you want to get 3 or 4 points. Okay, so now once you got those 4 points, so you just did like before. So first point is 0, 1. So over here, 0, 1 is right over here. Right, so that's your 0, 1. Next one is 2, 3. So 2, 3 will be right over here. Next one is 5, 6. So right over here, and you go up 6. And the next point is -3, -2. So you got -3. Now you want to use graph paper so you don't have to waste time to making all these hash marks. Okay. So that's your -3, -2. Now if you do it correctly, all the points should line up on a straight line. Okay. And then you put an arrow on the end. So the arrow tells you that it goes on forever. Okay. So that's your y-axis, this is your x-axis. So that's how you graph a line for the equation. Okay, now let's go to page 373. And let's do the example 1. So you got 3x minus 5y equal to 0. So when you pick points, you want to pick a nice point. Okay? So the best way to do it is by choosing the 0. 0 would be your easiest point. So let's say if you let x equal to 0, or if x equal to 0, this is gone, right? This is a 15. So if x equal to 0, this is gone. And so to look for y, you divide by -5 on both sides. So this will give you -3, right? Divide by -5. So this one you can kind of do it mentally. Now, next what you want to do is you want to do the opposite. You want to make y equal to 0. So when y equal to 0, that is gone. So x would be equal to 5. Okay. And so these are called the intercept points. Intercept is because it's on the axis. And so when you're ready to draw, okay. So first point is 0, -3. So it's 0, -3. And next one is 5, 0. Now make sure you keep track of your x and the y. So 5, 0. Now these are called the intercepts. Intercepts. Okay, because intercept is when it crosses over the x-axis and y-axis. So this is your x-intercept because it crosses over the x-axis. This is a y-axis. So this is a y-intercept. Okay, intercept basically means it crosses. Okay, think about the word intersection, right? Intersection is when two streets cross each other, right? So same thing, intercept is when the line crosses the axis. And so you draw that, and that's it. Now in the book you have more than 2 points, which is fine, but all you need is 2 points to make a line. Okay, let's go to example 2. So let's go to page 374. example 2, you want to graph 4x plus 3y equal to 12. Okay, so can you make a table? So you got x and a y. So you want to make x equal to 0, so I can cover it up, right? Again, it's 0, so 4 times 0 is 0, so it's gone. So y, so you divide by 3 on both sides, so y will equal to 4. So you can use the intercept method. It's very easy compared to just random points. So now you're going to let y equal to 0. You just do the opposite. Let y equal to 0, so this is gone, right? 3 times 0 is 0, right? So 0 doesn't do anything. So over here, you have to solve for x. So divide by 4 on both sides. And so you cover it up, divide by 4, so x equal to 3. So that's your intercept. So again, when you graph, the first point is 0, 4. So x is 0, y is 4. So that is that point over here. Okay. And then you got 3, 0. So x is equal to 3. And y equal to 0 over here. And so you connect the two dots. Draw the arrow. And that's your graph. Okay, now let's go to example 3. You want to graph 3x minus 4y equal to 0. So you can make your table. Now in this case, if you did x equal to 0, and now when you divide both sides by -4, you're going to get y equal to 0. So in this case, you don't have two separate points like what we had before. You end up with 0, 0. So what you need to do is, you want to go ahead and choose another point. And an easy point to choose is that you go and crisscross the number. So you let x equal to 4. You see the 4 over here? So you can let x equal to 4. And you can see 3 times 4 minus 4y equal to 0. And then you can plus 4y to move it to the other side. So you got 12 equal to 4y. And you divide by 4. So y will equal to 3. Okay. So notice the number got switched, right? See the 3, -4, it becomes 4, -3. So it becomes negative reciprocal of each other. So this will give you a nice point. So if you choose like 1, if you did x equal to 1, you're going to end up with a messy fraction number. So again, best way to do it, just go and cross the number. So if you got 3, 4, then what you do, let x equal to 4, and the other number would be 3. So basically you switch the number and change the sign. Okay? But if you're not sure, just go and work it out, and you can get a nice number. So you don't end up with fractions or some weird number. Okay, so the first point is 0, 0. Second point is 4, 3. So 4 and 3 right over here. And you connect the two dots, and that's your graph. And remember, label your axes, right? That's your x and the y, and so that's your graph. So again, when you're making a table, you can choose any numbers you want. So it's just a matter of learn how to choose nice numbers. So 0 is always your best choice. Okay. So obviously you can choose 0 and choose 0, so you can get those two numbers. But over here, since you got 0, 0, so you have to have at least 2 points. So to choose another point, you want to go and just go and crisscross the number. But remember, one of them, the sign is going to be opposite. Okay. Okay, so let's go to page 376, example 4. You want to graph the equation y equal to 3. Now, when you have a y equal to 3, notice there's no y. So x equal to 3, think about the number line, right? So so here's your 1, 2, 3, right? So when x equal to 3, it's right over here. But because there's no y, that means y can be, if you make the table, notice x is always 3, so y does not matter. There's no y in here. That means y can be anything. Y can be equal to 0, y can be equal to 1, right? Y can be equal to 2, y can equal to 3, y can be equal to any number because there's no variable over here for y. So if you plot all these points, if you notice this here 3, 0, here's your 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. So if you connect, notice you get what? A nice line over here. So the way to think of it is that x equal to 3, so you go 1, 2, 3, but because two dimension, you just make the hash mark longer. That's what you have to do. Okay. So now let's go to example 5. You have y plus 4 equal to 0. See, when you have only one variable, you can go and solve. So this one you can just go and minus 4 on both sides. So you got y equal to negative 4. So when you graph, that's the y, this is the x. So y equal to negative 4. So remember, you look at the y number line, right? Think about number line. So here's your negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, right? So y equal to negative 4 is right over here, right? But because it's two-dimensional, it's just going to make the hash mark longer. And so that's your graph, right? So you can over here, x equal to 3, so you go 1, 2, 3, and just make the hash longer. Now don't get confused between the graph and the axes. A lot of students get confused between the two. Okay? So again over here, y equal to negative 4, so you go negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and just extend that.